Yeah, we're live.
Yo!
Yo!
What's going on? It's Ain't Got a Clue. It's me, K-Kurd.
I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And we've got a special guest with us. His name is...
Eshaan Akbar!
Hello. Look at all the production staff going wild.
What a lovely welcome. This is very nice.
What's happening, bruv?
Yeah, how you doing? You look
good,
well,
man. I'm good.
All right, well, come on, promote what you got going on and fuck off.
Yeah.
Come on, what have you got happening? What's going on?
Before that, sign up to the Patreon.
Oh, yes.
You get free. No, you don't get free content. It's £3, isn't it? But for the price of a coffee, you get extra content.
Yeah.
And you get this one ad free and early access. Anyway,
Actually, before we go on, Kay, I just want to say the Patreon gang have been absolutely going wild over some of the stuff that we've been saying in the Patreon episodes. So if you want to get things, feel a little bit more of an unhinged version of Ain't Got a Clue, then make sure you check that out.
Ben Chamberlain as well. As we recorded, he just signed up.
Come on, Ben.
Big up man like Ben Chamberlain. What kind of guy do you reckon Ben Chamberlain is?
Chamberlain, well, there was that UK Prime Minister called Chamberlain. Neville Chamberlain. That's a shit name. Neville Chamberlain.
Neville Chamberlain is quite a good English name, though, isn't it?
It is top of the line English name. Isn't it?
Sounds like an old East End gangster. Neville Chamberlain.
No, it doesn't. I don't
Neville
think
Chamberlain.
so. Do you know why? Because if you know who Neville Chamberlain is, it ruins that name. He basically went up to Hitler and was like, please don't.
And then he flew back and he was like, Hitler's all right, actually.
Yeah.
Did he say? He didn't say.
He didn't say it was all right. He just said, listen.
He's like, listen, I've sorted it.
I've spoken to him. He was a bit upset about it. I think it's sorted now.
And do you know where he landed?
I've sorted it. Where did he land?
Croydon Airport.
Did
when he came back.
That's a good fact. That's a good fact.
So is that like reverse gentrification, the fact that Croydon doesn't have an airport now?
Well, if you... Do you know
Take it back. We give you an airport. You said Hitler was fine. No.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if you've ever been that far down, Marcus, to Croydon.
I have been to Croydon.
Yeah.
It is a mission from West London.
So
It's a mission from everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
It's like Enfield. Enfield's a mission from everywhere as well.
Yeah.
So you see like the bit before you're going to Gatwick where there's like a TGI's and just before Valley Park essentially.
Okay.
Or just after Valley Park.
Yeah.
There's like a monument of like planes and stuff like that. That's where Croydon Airport used to be.
Oh, they changed it. They replaced it with the TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
Essentially.
That's really sad.
I mean, yeah. but by the way, if you're over 16 and you're going to TGI Fridays like voluntarily, like you need to reevaluate your life choices.
What kind of food do they do in there now?
American
I
barbecue.
said what kind of... Don't act like you don't remember.
I really don't. It's like America, just like burger, hamburger stuff. Like they've not got like a mega hook though. Like,
You
not like
go to TGI Fridays, right? And they pass you a catalogue. Not a menu, it's a catalogue, right?
Yeah.
Because that thing is about 40 pages and it's loads of different meals. They are the takeaway... They are like the dining equivalent of, you know, the takeaways that go... Pizza, pasta, kebab, chips, everything in one place. So you go on page one, it's like chicken with Jack Daniel's sauce. Page two, steak with Jack
Remember
Daniel's
how Kay
sauce.
said if you're over the age of 16 and you go to TGI Fridays, you reevaluate it. There's a man who knows a lot about the TGI Fridays menu.
he was invested. He's invested. The thing is, though, I feel like a cheeky kid will be like,
do you know why?
A Jack Daniel's sauce. Ooh, it's like a drink.
Yeah.
Do you know why I remember it? So because there was a period of my life when about 16 to 18, anybody had a birthday, we're going to TGI.
Yeah, because they sang.
Yes,
They
exactly.
used to sing.
They sing happy birthday
to you.
It's weird how things have changed though, because remember there was a TGI's above the Comedy Store in Piccadilly Circus.
Yes.
And that one, like back in the day, like we're talking 10, 12 years ago, bro, that was a place to be, you know?
Is that a spot?
That was
a spot,
bro.
yeah, the destination.
Yeah. Bro, don't you remember when people would just be around Leicester Square because they thought that's where the fun would happen?
That used to be like an activity. What are you doing? Just going Leicester Square.
Yeah.
What, like, to do something?
Trocadero.
We'll
It's the
see.
Trocadero
Yeah,
years.
Trocadero years.
You had think about how many nightclubs you had just in that square.
So many nightclubs and strip clubs.
Yeah, and Angus steakhouses.
That's it, yeah. So you can have a
I like
steak.
all the priorities here.
You can have a steak, see some pum pum, and get some music at the same time.
I mean,
get some tunes.
that was where I think Steak and Blowjob Day first started.
Originated,
quite
possibly.
possibly.
Yeah.
Like someone was on a square going, fuck his, so I was like, a great idea.
Yeah. Leicester Square smells like piss, though. Let's be honest, bruv. It just
Not now.
stinks of
When was the
piss.
last time you went?
Every time I go there, I
When
just
was the
get
last time you went?
Nowadays it just smells
like
shit.
for one of the like premieres of the films or so whatever like that they do.
Just one premiere, man.
One premiere.
Everyone was invited
It
to.
just smells pissy, like really. Like I think I'm a little bit traumatized from when I was doing like morning radio there at Global. I'd get there and it was like extra pissy.
Wait, talk your talk.
Yeah.
Talk your talk.
Yeah. What?
Don't just try and put that in there like
just little slips it in.
When
I was on the
you used to do breakfast radio.
I used to do breakfast radio,
Global.
national breakfast radio on one of the biggest stations. Right.
Name the station, bro.
Capital Extra, bro. Helped to launch that station.
Come on.
Early days
Extra.
when they played like was it I can't even say the tune because we don't talk about him too much anymore, but he used to play a lot of an artist with Paul McCartney.
Quite a pissy artist.
Yeah, quite a pissy artist. Yeah, but it stank like piss. I just remember getting out of the cab and just taking a breath and being like, it stinks like piss.
Do you know what I don't like about central London sometimes? Yeah, you know, in the evenings when you like, it will be about 11 o'clock. You start seeing everybody just putting their bins on the street.
Oh yeah,
like you know the bin bags on the street and stuff.
It's
and
the little guy in the little golf cart. With the white little golf cart, he's got the amber lights. He's got like enough.
Oh, what? Just that? Do you know that? Do you know that like little brush on the thing, and then they hit the pavement with it?
The curb
Don't you think it's just pointless most of the time? Because I never.
That's good, man. I want that for my house. I want one of them. You know, when I make enough money to get a big mansion, I'm getting one of those little curbside cleaners. To go around.
To clean where though?
Like to clean like the skirting boards and stuff.
How big is your house going to be, bro?
It's going to be massive.
So what do you want in
I'll
your house?
I'll do my daily steps going from the bedroom to the kitchen. That's how big I want that.
How big are we talking though? Like as in like what? Okay, you win whatever it is, money on the lotto. Boom. Describe your perfect house for me,
bro. I'm talking acres. We're talking like
hectares,
maybe even hectares. Yeah, we're talking.
How much is a hectare?
It's a lot of acres inside.
Because I ain't got a clue.
There's bare acres in a hectare.
Are you one of those people that are like, I want to have deers and like horses and stuff in my house?
Oh, maybe deer. I don't want horses.
I'm just looking at Eshaan going, anything I can eat, I will.
I don't know why you gave me an accent there. Listeners of the pod, I don't know if you know this, I'm actually a white man.
It's funny though, I did a little bit of research. I did listen. Eshaan Akbar is his name.
To give me more
it's his stage name.
Yeah. How's that working for you?
Yeah, great, man. Oh, here I am now and I ain't got a clue. Wondering, how the fuck did I get here? I haven't got a clue.
You've made it, bruv.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, you said you were doing research.
I was actually listening to Ishan's podcast. You got a podcast as well, innit? Shame is Delicious,
Shame
right?
is Delicious,
Shame is Delicious.
With Darren Harriott.
With Darren Harriott. And he did actually refer to you, quote unquote, as a conservative racist. Let's discuss.
I get this thrown my way quite a bit.
That you're a racist?
That I'm a Tory.
Oh, yeah, but like, come on.
I'll tell you why.
Have some self-awareness.
No. The reason is, right, I was privately educated.
Yeah.
Right? I was a banker.
Yeah.
For many years.
Yeah.
And on Twitter, I don't always say the things that people want me to say.
Hold on. If we're playing, fuck all of that for a second as well. If we're playing Tory bingo, you're hitting a lot of them, bruv.
But what else?
All right, so privately educated.
Yeah.
Bing. Right. Tick that off your list.
Yeah.
Worked in finance.
Bing. Yeah.
Bing. Okay. What else? Well spoken. Bing.
Right. Fine. Yeah.
Did you study something like Latin at school?
At school, I did. Yeah.
Mate, we're getting there. We're getting there. One more thing. Now, be honest. Have there been any kind of situations, and this is legal, so don't want to get too into it, where you may have not paid tax as a family and you've need to?
No, he's helped other people though.
I've helped other people.
Oh my God. But I know that for a fact though.
Listen, I took my job seriously. As part of my job description. Right. That's what I had to do.
Did you get a good bonus or two when you were banking?
Yeah. I bought my dad a Merc with my first bonus.
Fucking hell, that's real money, innit?
Where's the Merc now?
Oh, it's like
oh no, it's gone.
He's got a different man now.
So you stepped away from banking to go into comedy then?
Kind of. After I left banking, I was a government policy advisor for 5 years.
Yes.
And then I was.
Wait! I didn't even know you were a government policy advisor, and I've known you for how long? You've never told me that.
For 5 years, yeah.
I ain't got a clue what that is.
5 years. You advised
the coalition years, bro.
Whoa.
2010 to 2015.
Wow.
What kind of stuff were you advising them on?
What can you legally tell us about you advising them?
Because at the time, the coalition, but it was the first time Britain had a coalition. So I was advising them on how to support local authorities through a coalition government. And basically what they were doing was they were saying, we're going to take all the money away. And then I would go to local authorities and be like, listen, you got to stop like feeding old people if you want kids to go to school. That was the choice you had to make.
Eshaan's policy well, let's just fucking kill them.
Yeah, they've lived. They've had a life.
I mean, you're not doing a lot of like help to your cause for not being a Tory.
In spite of the fact
that you're a Tory,
that I perhaps
you help the Tories
present.
He's doing the politician hands. Kay and I have spoken about his hands. He's doing the politician hands. And if you're listening to the podcast, he's said this.
We've said this. Stop fucking doing this. Who is teaching?
For the listeners as well.
Who's teaching politicians to do this little thumb on the finger thing?
It's like a really weird fist.
Well, look, let me be clear.
Go on.
Look, let me be clear.
Yeah.
In spite of all of that, I'm just not a Tory, though.
So hold on. Although you may present as a Tory, you don't identify as one.
No, I don't identify as a Tory.
What do you identify as?
BNP. No.
Lib Dem.
I don't.
You do look a bit Lib Demi.
I don't publicly talk about my political allegiances.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right.
I think it's very important.
Are you even
as a comedian?
Are you even a comedian these days?
Yeah.
Not joking,
As a comedian.
Why can't comedians Why can't comedians have like say that they're one way or the other?
A lot of them do, and it gets boring.
It gets boring, yeah, and everyone just like watches them because they agree with them politically.
Yeah,
I don't want people to know what I vote.
Yeah, so what happens nowadays is you get some people that are really left wing, and then they're like, "Fuck this guy," and then you get the other ones that are like, "Oh man, we need free speech," and you're like, "Fucking."
It's not funny anymore now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Either side, it's not funny. It's like people just coming to see you because they like your opinions rather than your jokes.
I want to offend everyone equally.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
I mean, I want to make people laugh.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, the first time I met Eshaan actually in person was when you were supporting Kay on tour.
Yes,
and I did see your vibe of comedy, like, and it is, you guys are very different in it. Kay comes out, he comes in, he's got energy that's very different to yours, jokes that are very different to yours, but. You guys kind of get along, like you complement each other. Like, what's the crack?
No, actually, I want to hear more about what the difference is. Don't you?
No,
what, between you two?
Yeah, I want to hear what the thing you saw, like in terms of energy, in terms of vibe, in terms of jokes.
Well, you supported him, so he was better in it.
Wow. No, don't go in here.
No, fuck it, Hey, you're not allowed to. I'm not a comic comedian. I don't know how this works.
I felt offended myself when you said that. Like, I'd open for him.
You what?
I'd open for him.
Yeah, cool.
I'd open for him.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a comedian. Are these faux pas that I'm saying?
No. But I mean, he's like one of my best mates, innit? I'm not gonna.
Oh, look at this! What, dude?
It's like if someone chat shit about you in a pot, I'm like, shut the fuck up, innit? Like,
oh, am I chatting shit? I'm just messing around, man.
You're not, bro.
Just messing around.
I know. I'm playing. Listeners are gonna go, oh my god, it got really awkward at like minute 12:34.
It is interesting though. It is interesting. I think that.
What are you doing the wrap it up sign for, Kay? What are you doing that for? What have I done? Move on. Shut the fuck up. But yeah.
I don't actually like. I think. Because we sound different, people think we are different, but actually we're not.
I think we've got a lot of similar political views and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody ever thinks I'm a Tory.
I was going to say, I'm in a room with two Tories right now.
Yeah. I'm like, cut the benefits, blood. So it sounds...
Yeah. And I'm like, let's be
when you say it like that, people are like, no,
so you're not like, you're like, fuck the police, they don't need any pay. So you're like, they don't need a pay rise. Fuck the police.
I'm more like, exactly. Just if you say like right-wing policies with slang, people are like, no, I hear it still.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be the ultimate hack if we had?
I think that would be.
If we had a conservative politician that did
your way into government if you did that.
Yeah, essentially.
Bro, the thing is, times are hard, so prices have got to go up, fam.
Okay. Hear what I'm saying,
Hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, this inheritance tax thing, it's a bit of a dickhead thing, really.
Yeah. Boom.
Cutting it by 50% still.
Boom. And I'd be your Middle England translator.
So what he means is...
So what Kay is saying here is financially it may not be wise for us to continue with the inheritance tax.
Okay.
Obviously, what? If I want them to come spend their pee in this country, can't be charging them bare corporation tax and that, bro.
So fundamentally, if you want to encourage international investment in the United Kingdom, you have to make it attractive as a proposition to international investors.
There we go, bro. See, it doesn't sound bad when I say it, does it? It doesn't really sound
fantastic.
Bad. When he says it was like, fucking hell, what's this nonsense about, right? Like, if all right, what else?
You'll be on Radio 1 Extra, I'll be on Radio 4 at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Fucking hell.
Political broadcast.
I mean, look, man, the police ain't all that bad, get me? Like, just stop, like, wearing tracksuits.
Ultimately, the police have to make a decision based on crime statistics, and sometimes it seems to be that, statistically speaking, people who
do you know there's not even any back in that one, innit? I was trying to say how much I can get away with.
and I'm like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
What other policy is there that you want to hear?
Oh man, I think you covered them all, man.
Is there a policy that you often look at that everyone venerates, like as in they're like, this is a shit policy, but you kind of think?
I think one thing that we all like when it works, but we hate when it doesn't go our way, is parking. Yeah. Nobody likes getting a fucking parking ticket. They're like, fuck the system. Yeah. But if we didn't have that set up, then we wouldn't be able to park anywhere in London right now. Like back in I think like 30 years ago, you could just drive into Oxford Circus at 3 p.m. on a Thursday and just park your car and be fine.
Good old days, bro.
But now it's like £5 an hour. Do you know what I mean? Or £6 an hour, or whatever. Like,
I'd rather
pay that. So you parking, bloody hell, £6 an hour.
Bruv, I've had to pay £55 for parking in central London once for 3 hours.
And do you know what?
Expense. Expense. That's.
So it is important that we do allow tax allowances for people that are helping the economy in central London. And bringing it, am I doing right? Am I doing it right?
Yes, blood.
Yes, blood.
Park it. I'll park. I'd rather pay that much money than just actually take the tube these days.
Do you know what?
Man, I love the tube.
Do you know what? Like,
I've got a lot of love for the tube.
Okay.
Really?
I've got a lot of love for the tube.
I feel like that's the
What's
sort of
your favourite
statement
line?
of somebody with.
What's your favourite line?
Victoria.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, all right, strong line. Were you born in London?
Born in
Grew up
Whitechapel.
Whitechapel, okay.
East London, represent.
Wow, East London represent.
Yeah. Representing.
So yeah, no, a little bit more about your pods, because it is in Shame is Delicious. Tell us about it. Like, I think like the title is quite interesting. Why is Shame delicious?
What is
They got their cameras, Nick, bruv. They ain't even.
Do you know what I was going to say?
Yeah,
The
the
second
cameras.
guest on our show that has been robbed before they come on. It's a theme.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren got his Range Rover nicked the day before.
Did he?
came
Yeah.
on us, yeah.
I feel like financially speaking, the Range Rover is perhaps a bigger loss than the 3 cameras that we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally, like, I voice noted him while I was with Marcus. I was like, do you want to do the pod on Monday? He was like, yeah, that's cool, fine. Is there any tube stations near? Because my Range Rover just got nicked off my yard. And I was like,
How do you steal a Range Rover?
Mate, like,
That is impressive.
Go back and listen to the different cars.
Go back and listen to it. I have seen people with Ranges now, fancy ones, have the like yellow lock
Yes,
on
old
the
school.
steering wheel,
there's
and I'm like, how have you got such a big nice car and you've got to put that stupid
It's
ass lock
long.
on it?
I always think about, like, if I need to get away in a hurry.
Finished.
Right. Do you know what? I don't know. When you grow up in certain areas, you always think about like the worst case scenario.
Always.
The worst like possible. You're like, see, someone's chasing me, and I need to get in my car and run off quickly. Yeah. This is long, bro.
I've been chased. I've experienced what happens. Yeah, man. I was walking through an area that wasn't mine, but close to mine, but wasn't mine when I was
Wrong
younger.
postcode.
And I walked through.
Yeah,
and
he didn't own the area. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just,
yeah. So you didn't. How many acres did you own in that area?
clear.
I took a wrong turn. Yeah, and I was walking with my friend Jiggy. And
Wait,
his name is Jiggy. His name's Jiggy.
Jiggy, come on, Jiggy.
And then Jiggy went.
Is he Asian?
No, he's not. He's
Sounds
not.
like an Asian.
He's called.
Jiggy deep.
I'll explain why it's called Jiggy another time. But we took a corner, and he went, "Bruv, what we're gonna do is don't look over your shoulder, but we're gonna walk really calm till we get to this next corner. And when we make this next corner, take a look over your shoulder, and if you start running, I'm gonna start running." No doubt we got to the corner, looked over our shoulder, and there's like 4 guys like, "Hey, come here, bruv. Hey, what time is it, bruv? Hey, come here." And we just went and ran. It's the sort of shit that happened. People just rob you for being in the area if you're not known. I didn't get robbed though. My legs were working that day.
Hot, getting stopped by like 4 guys.
Yo.
It's like, even if I fight, this is long.
It's long.
Yeah.
It's just running it.
It's lose or lose. I know guys in my area, if you gave your stuff too quickly, be like, "Bruv, you taking a piss?" Like, what, bruv? They've robbed it. You've been robbed, innit? Now come back over here. Still, they'll just trouble somebody, bruv. It's horrible,
For no
bro.
reason.
Yeah, man. Kids are up
I've
to fucked
never
up
really
shit.
encountered that. I've been mugged a couple of times.
Tory, bing.
You've been mugged a couple of times.
I've been mugged a couple of times.
Can we talk about a couple of those?
Yeah, it just...
So tell us about the time you got taken for a dick.
yeah. Well, one was an attempted mugging and one was a successful mugging. The first one was the successful one. I learned from my mistakes.
Okay.
But it was...
I can't imagine you getting mugged though, because like anytime I've seen you out and about, you're more like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
I've always said this, like, if I was with like Eshaan in a fight, I know Eshaan would fight back.
Yeah,
There's certain other people I'd be like,
Even I'd probably get pummeled, but I'll still give it a go.
yeah.
You got to.
I'd give it a go.
Yeah. So the guy came up to you and was like, what? Give me
No.
a-"
So the first time it was just on a scooter.
Yeah, but then you deserved it.
He just snatched it off my hand.
Oh.
He was doing you a favour though.
Why?
'Cause why are you driving a scooter?
Okay. I see what you're doing there.
No, but why are you riding a scooter? If you're on a scooter, you sort of deserve to get mugged though, innit? How old were you?
Is he all right?
How old were you? Hold on.
Is he okay?
How old were you?
I was standing. There was a man on a scooter.
Oh, I thought you were on the scooter.
What? In Kay's head, can you imagine you on one of those little micro aluminium scooters going,
That's what I thought you were doing. But that's what I thought you were doing. I thought you were on the scooter. I was like, serves him like he was doing you a favour.
No.
Like you were going down the street like a really
that's
innocent
even
child.
worse. You got robbed on by one of those guys.
One of those little moped things.
Oh, a moped, not a scooter then, bro.
That's a scooter.
A Vespa.
Yeah, like a Vespa type thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's not a scooter, bro.
No, but Vespa is a brand of a scooter.
Okay, but you're talking about a ped then, innit?
No.
A ped, yeah.
A moped.
No.
Moped.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, yeah, fine.
A scooter is when you're using your leg and then.
No, but I would say a moped is a scooter.
No, it's not, bruv.
Well, we're going to have to leave it to debate, innit? Let us know in the comments,
hold on.
bro.
You're the tech guy.
An e-scooter is an electric scooter.
Yeah.
I have had a moped being called a scooter before.
Yeah, there you go.
By Tories.
Hello? Lovely to be here.
Because there are old mopeds that used to have pedals on them. So if you ran out of petrol, you actually used to pedal them down the road, bruv.
That is wild.
That is wild.
So anyway, he was on a
So he was on a
moped.
moped, he snatched the thing.
Oh yeah, but then that's not really a
Not
mugging
like I
though,
can
is
do.
it? Yeah.
The second time,
you were streetwise.
I was a bit more streetwise. Same location.
It's like they're waiting for you. Like, there's the Asian fella from Lost.
Yeah, there he is.
He's got a new phone.
And it was another attempted moped theft
All right.
this time.
This time,
I had my hearing aid set to high. And, and I heard them coming a mile off. And as they were coming, I kind of basically, I guess it was a clothesline, but clotheslined him off the moped.
Yes,
You clotheslined him.
man.
And then went to kick him and he just kind of ran away.
on a moped.
Yeah, he just picked up his moped and fucked off.
What were the first words that came out of your fucking mouth as you did
What
that?
do you think you're doing, dickhead? That
Yes.
was it.
And did you say anything else as he's scuttering away like a
Fucking
heroic?
dickhead,
Where was
probably.
he from?
Oh no, Well, he had a helmet, so I don't want to assume his background.
Hand colour?
Gloves. He had gloves on.
If that was
This guy is being real like, no, I'm not getting in that fucking predicament.
That was me, and I fought some crime like that in a heroic way. I'll go in with a massive raging boner that day. You know, I feel like I was the man.
I definitely came that night by myself.
I'm fucking strong.
I'm a big strong man. Look at my dick.
Oh man.
But you've always had some mad stories. Like we used to do a podcast called Quote Us Full. ages ago.
Big up. All
And
right.
Great
like-
fucking podcast.
Bro, and he used to have like the maddest story. His stories would always go viral, like the one about him getting cheated. Like, no, your girl broke up with you while you were having sex, innit?
Yeah, broke up with me during
as well.
sex. Yeah.
Can we go through that? Because I haven't heard all of it.
Yeah. So he was
Can we
having
ask it
sex. Girl goes, "This ain't working."
The context to this is we were together for 4.5 years,
Okay.
and in the time we were together, she had broken up with me 3 times for being overweight.
How did she approach that?
Just said, "Hey, you're too fat." The first gift she bought me was a treadmill.
Do you still have that?
Yeah, I still got it. Don't use it. It's now a very good drying rack. And then, so we were having sex, and she stopped me midway, and she said,
That's even worse, you know.
"You're too big," and I was like, "Come on." And then she said, "No, you know what I mean. You're too fat." And I was like, "Oh." And then she said, "So this has to stop." So I stopped having sex with her. Then I was like ejecting, and she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, you just broken up with me." And she said, "No, I want to come." And ladies and gentlemen, I made her come. And then she left, and
I cried.
I wanked into a tissue and went home.
That's unreasonable, though. You should have been like, look,
Wanking into the tissue.
parting ways. I said, sort me out. You know what I mean? If it's over and I've sorted you out, sort me out. You know
Yeah,
what
no, I
I mean?
don't think the relationship was at that stage. Where
Sorry.
Or I can make them up.
We can make the ones.
She made it very clear that
Was,
she didn't want to be
was she
with
in
me.
shape?
She didn't. She was lucky. She didn't need to like go to the gym or anything. She had a good body. She kind of was just fine.
Brother.
How do you? It is a hard thing. Because I'm trying to think. It is a hard thing.
If you are telling me I'm too fat, yeah, you better fucking look like a supermodel.
Yeah, you better be a 10. Yeah.
You better look like if you put up a picture on Instagram, I want to see 13 dudes DM you. Right.
Yeah.
Don't try and tell me I'm out of shape if you're not like perfect.
That is, because I don't think that's it. I'm trying to think, is there a way that you can even approach that conversation and not be a cunt?
Hold on. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Right, but you are about to be.
I don't want to be that guy
Yeah,
and do the whataboutery.
Here we go.
But if the tables were turned,
How
if
would
the
she like
tables
it?
were turned and Eshaan was halfway
Horrible.
through, with his girlfriend,
And he was telling us
like,
this story right now.
Hold on,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
like, "Babe, you're too big."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh. I'd be on a blog. I'd be
On
zoomed
more
into a
blogs,
Loose
you mean?
Women episode. They'd have to cover my voice. I'd be like a Japanese porn star, pixelated face.
Yeah, man.
It's like,
Yeah, but you couldn't say that to a woman midway. That'd be if you said that. Oh my God, you're getting cancelled to the night. And I understand the social context of it, but I just think generally you shouldn't say that to anyone.
Okay, but then knowing that it's 2022 and you've got a very diverse fan base, could a man say it to another man?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, you're fat, bruv. Yeah, lose some weight. Yeah,
But in a gay relationship.
I don't think there's any way you
do
could
you know
approach
what?
it. Any relationship. I don't think there's any way you can approach it.
in relationships, don't do it in the bedroom, firstly.
Yeah. Do it in the kitchen.
Secondly,
Where the crime's occurring.
Secondly,
As the crime is occurring. Get that fucking donut out of your fucking mouth, man.
Look how
It's
fat you
over
are.
now. Fuck this, man. You know that the sex we had last night? Shit. Yeah? You were horrible. Too big.
Do it
I
when
don't know,
you can't
even
get
then.
into the booth at TGI Friday.
no, I think you need to.
That's horrible.
You need to do it in like. You need to do it as a like.
Neutral.
No. You need to find a way to do it in a stealth mode. So kind of like you pick a like little play fight with them and like you're running around
And then
and
they
they're
get
getting
tired.
out of breath and you're like, ooh, someone needs to lose a bit of weight. Do you know what I mean? And they're
Oh,
like,
I see.
no, but like, and then you mask it as like real concern. Like you're like, oh my God, like you're really maybe we should do like a blood pressure check and stuff, and then you do it like that.
But then they might think you're bantering if you're like, oh, maybe we should do a blood pressure check.
No. That's when you like bring it real down and you hold their
really
fucking,
serious.
and then you hold like their belly.
How would
and
you
go,
do it, Marcus?
and you
How
go,
would you?
Gucci, instead of like doing it into their like other regions, you just do it into their stomach, and then they'll be like, oh, no, do that.
Okay.
I'd probably be like, I read this article saying that, do you know like 95% of 30 plus year olds are borderline diabetic? I think we should go and get a blood test. Boom.
Yeah, or
Then you're in.
I see. So
See
you're
how I did? We go
sharing
together, yeah.
responsibility.
I feel like I'm getting unfit. Why don't we go for a run?
Or why don't you just say to her, look, I don't fancy you anymore.
Ooh, we can't say that.
It's direct. I mean, it's efficient in terms of time.
Yeah,
it
I
is.
mean,
Just
But
like, listen, I'm finding you less attractive
That is a Tory way of saying it.
these
isn't it?
days. And there are women out there when I walk down the street, I see them and I'm like, damn, I wish you looked like that.
do you show her the meme? You know the meme of the guy that's looking away from his girlfriend? And it's like, you say, this is you, and this is me, and this is other people. Is that what you say?
And basically you just go, this is what I could have had.
It's horrible. That's
I say
horrible.
People will be like, oh my God, Eshaan was such a nice guy before I listened to him on his podcast. Have you ever told someone like you fancy them less?
No. Of course I haven't. It's all for the bats on the pod, mate.
Have you?
Nah, I might have said it's just not working out physically between us. Like physically, I don't feel like we're
Wow.
connecting.
That's
I don't
more
feel like we're
painful.
connecting.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like we're
Which
connecting.
physically could mean anything.
Yeah.
It could mean looks. It
See?
could mean
Well,
weight.
But leave it open sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah,
and if
yeah,
they
yeah.
ask for
You got-
detail, now's not the time for detail.
Did
Now's not the time for
Did you
detail.
hear the way he said that, like some master manipulator?
He was winking at me as well.
It's open. It's open.
It's just open.
It could mean
Leave it
anything.
open. Let them decide what the
She
problem
or
is.
he is going to be thinking about that for years to come.
Let
Yeah.
them work it out for themselves.
I think honesty is the best policy, but I couldn't say to somebody, I do not like having sex with you anymore. That's horrible.
But I think I actually genuinely though, all jokes aside, I think that's a better way of doing it. I think it's better to
He's
say,
just he's been through therapy for this.
No, do you know what it is? All right.
He's trying to rationalise it. Like,
As somebody who's
it was a great decision
No,
for
as-
her to do that.
yeah, it's better. I learned. As somebody, when that happened to you, that must have knocked your sexual confidence a bit. That would hit my
nah,
confidence.
bruv. I was out there going, look at all the pussy I can get, dickhead. What's this? No.
All right,
Shit like that don't work with me.
Eshaan gets girls, you know.
I'm not debating that at all. But for me personally, if I was shagging somebody and I thought, because if I'm having sex, I like to think I'm on the wavelength with them. So I'm like, we are kicking ass right now. And they turn
Listen,
around and go,
here's the thing.
no.
Let me tell you how much. Wait, before he goes on, let me tell you how much Eshaan gets gyal.
Oh my God, what
Is
you
it?
gonna say?
Yeah.
It's going to be
Let me tell you
embarrassing.
how much-
Gyalshan, yeah?
We were doing
Okay.
a show one day, right? And someone brought brownies. They gave it to security.
Oh my God.
What?
Am I allowed to talk about it?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
We can cut it out if you want.
No, go on, but don't finish the story.
Yeah.
Just say stop when it's time for him to stop, because
yeah,
he will
yeah.
carry on going.
And it was, he goes, what's it? Someone sent us brownies. I'm like, who the hell is this?
It was at Leicester Square Theatre.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say that to make
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, sorry.
but yeah, I was trying to save you.
Oh, right, sorry, yeah, okay.
But yeah, they sent them to us, yeah, and I'm like, who the hell's like these brownies ain't from whatever. And then boom, this guy later on messages me and goes, I know who the brownies are from. Like voice noting me, yeah, partly drunk in it. He's like, I'm having a lot of fun. I'll message you tomorrow morning.
Bro.
Do you know what it is? My philosophy.
Someone made brownies for him, yeah. Like that's how
They
much.
didn't even come to the show. They just dropped the brownies off because they were going to be in London that night.
Wow. And what was their plan? You'd eat the brownies and then be like, you know what?
She's like, I give you brownies, you give me
Give me
some.
some brownies.
Yeah, you give me some
give me your
brownie in
brownie.
return, baby.
Okay.
Here's the thing, Marcus. Right, when you're
I love the way when you're trying to get girls.
no, when you're in a relationship,
Yeah.
right? It's always good to make sure that you have a cabal of women who are
A
interested.
cabal, Jesus.
Who are still interested in you. So if you are in a situation where someone breaks up with you during sex, you can just message one of the girls and say, "Listen,
I've just finished wanking into a tissue.
yeah,
and I
we've
thought
been
of you.
messaging for a while. What you up to?"
Wow.
And you get over the heartbreak very quickly.
Wow.
He's lying, bruv.
That is mad.
You don't lie, man. Heartbreak doesn't. Let's be real, yeah.
That
Let's
is
be vulnerable.
resilience.
Have you been heartbroken?
Yeah, of course I have.
Have you been heartbroken?
Yes.
Bruv, let's be real as men, yeah. Let's not put on this macho front, right? Everyone in here has been heartbroken to a point where you're in the whip, you're in the car,
Yeah.
crying on your way to work, bruv. Like, we've all done that, like, where you wake up and go, I don't even understand what the point of this is.
I've messaged my bro saying, bruv, she's got me, you know. She's got me, you know, bruv. And he's messaged back saying, I'll call you, bro. You know that was like, he's
Okay.
like, call you.
What is?
I don't even know why she stopped. Like,
What's the most effort you've put in for a direct heartbreak has occurred immediately after that effort you put in? Share that story.
I have got on a train
Yeah.
for a few hours
Yeah.
to go and sit down and have a conversation with someone and say, look, this up and down thing is done. You can't be yo-yoing me. Can't yo-yo my heart, man. It's done. And they went,
You're hot
And
and,
I-
you're cold.
yeah. And as I was walking away, it was like, Marcus, wait. And I turned around and went, maybe we should try one more time.
Oh.
What should I have done? What should I have done?
Bollywood.
What should I have done, guys?
You should Bollywood. You should have danced there on the
That-
platform. No, bitch. No, bitch.
We are together now. No, what happened? So what did you do?
What do you think I should have done?
You should have.
What would you have done?
I would have said.
I would have got on my flying carpet and.
Wrong
Clothesline
ethnicity.
her.
Wrong ethnicity.
Right, go.
No, I could say that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fine.
okay. At that point, I would have said, "Okay, well, what's the guarantee?"
Yeah.
What's the guarantee?
Fucking hell, you man, paperwork. Okay,
This
all right. I
Guy's
hear
such
that.
a- like from a finance background. Where is
Yeah.
your
So,
guarantee?
What's
where's
the
this going?
collateral?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
What did you do? You ran into her arms.
I turned around, bruv, and I walked back in.
Yeah.
I walked back in and then we
Started lipsing.
Yeah,
Did you-
that
yeah,
was it. It was a
lipsing, yeah.
fantastic lips.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, got on the
Starbucks
train.
was like calling out your name, Marcus.
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 So yeah, I got on a train because I had to get on my train anyway, and then we never ended up fucking talking again anyway, bruv.
Where was
Like,
this?
I won't say where. It was a couple of
So
hours
wait,
away.
sorry, you went back, you lipsed,
Yeah, and then
picked up your soy latte.
He went Birmingham.
picked up my soy latte,
He went
and then got on a train, and then we text for a few days, and then she just ghosted again.
No!
Mad, innit? Mad.
Oh my! I think ghosting, yeah, is like one
Great.
of the.
I love doing it.
Hey, what?
What you ghost people?
Bears, are you mad?
What's your heartbreak story, Kay? Come on, bring it to the table, bruv. We're all laying it out here.
Nah, like do you know, I don't even want to like go for. Basically, when you're ghosted, like you've told someone how you felt
Okay.
about them, like you were like madly into them, you've done everything, and then deleted off all socials and everything, and you're like,
That's wild.
and you're like, and that's happened to me like twice, I think, in my life.
Really?
Yeah, bruv. It's just like the
Where are these girls, man?
it's the worst thing in life, bruv, where you're like, and then you find out that like, they're dating someone else. This is the thing though. Girls are, I think girls I don't know. Right, women, yeah. They're
Let's
less.
send us the 3 shots of whiskey pod, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
That was really funny. I think women are less likely to go, look, I'm seeing someone else. They'll just like cut you off.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Whereas guys will be like, do you know what?
Women
Actually,
are very keen to tell me they're seeing someone else.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think you just find out, Ross, he got a man now. And then that's when you realise, like, you were just one of the guys that made it to Judge's house.
Yeah.
You never made it to, like...
You made the quarters.
You made the talking stage.
Yeah, you made it to, like, the semi-finals.
To the semis, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, because as much as people want to go, like, everybody in this day and age is probably talking to as many people as you are.
Yeah.
And, like... You thinking that you're the only one is a rookie mistake.
But I think social media's geared people's heads up to become so narcissistic. They think they are the only person in their world. Like, you know that saying, and we guess we all do it. We're all like the main character in our story, innit? And everyone else is like side characters and NPCs. And that's cool to a degree. We're all like that.
Yeah.
Kaysley, you're living your life. Eshaan, you're living your life.
Yeah.
I'm living mine. But then some people will presume that everything that other people do is because of them or about them,
Yeah,
like, and then that's that weird side of dating I've seen people talking about.
If I'm chatting to a girl and on WhatsApp she doesn't have blue ticks, I'm like, okay, she's talking to other people. If she doesn't have last seen,
What is
I'm
that?
like, she's talking to the fucking world, bro. Like, there are 2 levels. Do you know what? I get it. I'm gonna do the same.
I keep that shit off, bruv. I don't want people to know, like,
Because you're chatting to.
it's not that. I just don't want people
I've
to.
got last scene off.
I've got everything
Have you?
off.
But I've got double ticks.
Have you?
on.
Okay.
So like, I'll air you with my chest. I will air
So the
you
double
with
tick
my
means I've
chest.
seen your message. I'm not
let's go
responding.
to the time.
I'll air you with my
Nah,
chest.
man, that's not the point of messaging. I feel like the point of a text is you send a text, and when I'm ready, I'll get back to you. I don't
Yeah.
need to see when I've seen
So
it.
you've got your blue ticks and your last
Everything's
seen
on
off.
bro.
Bro,
Fuck that shit for
off,
everyone.
bruv.
Everyone.
So like, you send a message to Marcus, he could reply tomorrow, and you'll be like, sorry, bruv, just seen this.
And I have all my notifications off, and I like early night. So I'm like, if someone messages me at 9, I can be in bed and I won't message you back till 5 in the morning.
I've rang Marcus at 11 before, and I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing?
He's not gonna.
The guy is
He's gonna go-
asleep, bruv. Guy is asleep. And then you get a message at like 4:30 in the morning. What's going on, bruv? Sorry.
So I miss your call. Everything okay?
If
Listen,
you're
if you-
broken down on the M1 at like 11:30, forget calling Marcus.
If
innit?
it's 5 in the morning, holler at me. I got you. If it's past 9 o'clock, bruv, you're fucked.
Marcus, without realizing, I've actually deeped it. Marcus would make the perfect Muslim.
Really? Right? Yeah. Up for fudging. Yeah.
Yeah, bruv, Marcus,
done.
Look at the way he dresses,
Yeah,
like everything,
alhamdulillah.
ankles are all
Yeah, all of
Ankle. What's
Yeah.
that about my ankles?
Nah, like your clothes don't touch.
Oh, yeah. Ankles can't touch the floor. Yeah.
No, the trousers don't touch the floor and all that.
Yeah.
Like he wakes up really early.
Alhamdulillah.
Man of his word.
Alhamdulillah. Yes, that's how I start the day. Yeah.
Man of his word.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like doesn't really work on a Friday.
Yeah, the holy day.
Mate, one of my dreams is to become a twat in it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
That's it, bruv.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and
so
Thursday.
he keeps the Sabbath and like keeps Jummah free. Yeah.
Have you ever considered the dean?
Boy, not really, you know. I'll be honest, bruv. Should I?
Do you like bacon?
I do like bacon.
Okay.
I do like sausages.
Can you live without them? No.
Yeah. Do you know what? I had turkey bacon this morning, actually. It was
It's
all
alright,
right. Yeah.
See,
What
that's what I'm saying,
about
bruv.
Sorry?
What about booze?
Well, I don't know, you know. But ain't there, but I know some Muslim people that do drink, like, and they're like, obviously, I'm not Muslim, so make me right with what
illegal.
I say.
It's not
But
illegal.
certain guys will be like, if a guest is coming over, they can have drinks with them.
No,
I've heard people say that. Is that just people bending the rules?
That is amazing.
I've had that
I want
before.
to be that dude. Give me Assad's number now. I love that.
So
Wait, these people are remixing the religion as they're going along, bro. Like you can't do that, bro.
No.
Basically,
Okay.
alcohol is forbidden.
okay,
Yeah. So like you can't
I'd make a bad Muslim then. I like a little drink here and
I
there.
reckon, like if you wanted to, you could quit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God, I just turned into the Dawah podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode.
We have another.
So at the end of the podcast, am I even Marcus anymore? No, I'm not Marcus
By the
anymore.
end of the podcast, he's at
Mahum.
No, bro. Don't take the piss.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I don't know where it is. No, but I swear there must be like, you know how there's like Arabic translations to certain names, like David is Dawood.
Yeah.
Like Jesus is Isa.
Yeah.
Like Moses is Musa.
Yeah.
There must be like a
Marcus
Asian Mark. I mean, Arabic Mark.
Mukkan, if I was Asian. Mukkan.
No. Muhsin or something, innit?
If I was
there must be. You're more learned than I am in the
Muslim religion.
Marrakesh.
Arabic Mark.
Marrakesh.
Did you say Marrakesh?
Man said, let's just call him Marrakesh.
He's gonna call me at Eds.
Marrakesh. Like Arabic Marcus, Arabic version of Marcus. There must be, bro.
Maruk.
Oh, is it?
Maruk would be one. Maruk is a name.
I'm not seeing it on the website. Yeah, Maruk. I'll take Maruk.
Maruk is a good name.
No, if you could name yourself like something like else, what would you call yourself?
Because Eshaan is a good name.
I know, but if you could give yourself another name, what would you do? Because Eshaan Akbar, have you ever had any opportunities like taken away from you because of your name?
No, I don't think I have.
So you've applied, like when you've like sent in your CV, it's just you've just got an interview.
I have a very high hit rate.
Brother, I ain't gonna lie.
Has he got a hit rate?
When I gave him my government.
Something else though.
Whoa, bleep that out. That was he just blurted out my government.
Did he just? Oh, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, he just blurted out my government in that, yeah?
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no, but I remember putting my government on certain CVs, yeah?
Yeah. No, not happening.
Brother, I don't even think it got past like round one.
It's like that when you try to go to the States, though,
Submit's
isn't it?
not working.
Yeah. the button goes grey.
Yeah, the button's got grey. What's going on?
You're fucked up. You're fucked
Refresh. F5.
Total jobs just changed, like the URL just changed. Indeed, not for you.
So Eshaan, right? You don't just do pods, you write pods. You did a pod that was on Audible and you wrote that, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I came up with the idea and it got formatted, yeah, and then we recorded the pod.
How the fuck did you do that? Because that's a big thing to do, bruv. You can't just walk up to big Audible and say, or Amazon and say, yo, pay me. I got a series for you.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't pay me very much. They paid John Robbins all the money. I came up with the idea.
So it's your idea, and Robbins got paid.
Wait. So, Eshaan, have you had any times where your name's been a hindrance to you? No, it's
been fine. So wait, you made an idea, and someone else got paid, and you didn't.
The guy called John Robbins.
John took the John share of the papers.
Robin Hood took from the rich to give to the poor. Robbins is taking from the Asians to give to the poor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I came up with this podcast idea.
Man, Robin,
and yeah, Audible were like, listen, we love the idea, we love what you're about.
So this was your third mugging?
Huh?
This was your third attempt?
Yeah, it was my third mugging, and they were like, listen, we love what you've done, we love the idea, but we need someone who's got a bigger name than you have. And
Akbar literally means...
You said, bruv, I just come out of a relationship for being too big. I'm big out here, bruv.
What do you want? Yeah, exactly. And then they gave it to John Robbins to be the host, and then Did
you go, how much followers is he? Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going to do more of it, do you think? Would you like to do more of it? What was the pod about? Tell us, man.
What was the pod about?
Fucking...
I just took the money and fucking left. It was a pod...
Scary shit.
Yeah, so it was a pod about the issues that we hadn't considered as a society might be a problem, and us trying to find solutions to it. So
basically you're a government policy advisor to...
A little bit, but for like issues like there's in the next 20 years we're going to run out of graveyard space.
Okay.
In the UK.
Are we?
Yeah.
I listened to that episode actually, but go on, because there's actually
you like podcasts though,
some proper nerdy shit. I loved it.
Yeah,
it's fucking class.
We're going to run out of graveyard space. So then me and another comedian called Olga Koch, we went out to find some solutions to the problems.
And what was the solution? Listen to the podcast.
Yeah, listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, I like one of the solutions.
I forgot the name of the podcast now.
I fucking can't remember either. It's your podcast, mate. It's on you, bruv. I at least remember the episode because I know one of the solutions was you could blend yourself down and be like poured back into nature. Yes. Was one of the things.
Oh, was it like jokey solutions?
No, yeah. Well,
this is a real thing you can do.
But you did bust joke with it though, innit?
Yeah, you did
jokey solutions.
We can do water graves. Water graves are kind of cool. I might do a water grave.
Water graves?
Yeah.
What, you Bin Laden?
Yeah, right. That didn't happen, did it?
What they said? What do you mean?
Bin Laden did not get pushed to sea.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's fine.
Heard it here first. Well, you probably did.
Osama bin Laden.
It was probably on 4chan first.
Osama was around, bruv.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%. Come on, bruv.
Really?
Yeah.
What, chilling with like Tupac?
Oh, so
chilling with all them other people that everyone said is still alive?
Because a lot of people think he never actually got killed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like Tupac, innit? People think he didn't get killed. People say Tupac's alive. People say Elvis is still alive.
for a second I thought you said Elton. I was like, Elton.
Elton.
Elton is
still
alive.
with us.
Yeah, he's still. But I the Tupac thing, let it go in it. But like the Bin Laden thing, I that's the one where I'm like, this might have legs. You know?
Listen, bro. Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein, they were happy to parade.
Yeah.
But Bin Laden, they put him at sea. Come on, bruv.
But to be fair, they said they shot him in it.
Yeah,
Shot him dead.
Yeah, but then have you seen Ahmed Jalili's bit about this?
No.
He goes, America spent $30 billion, scoured 12 countries to look for Osama bin Laden. Where did they find him? In his house, right? You found a guy in his house.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that they just pushed him at sea because they don't want a shrine made to him when they know that Muslims don't do that.
Do they though?
Muslims don't do
Do
shrines.
that.
I was gonna say, if I was gonna hide though, that's like the ultimate reverse Uno card though, because the last place you're gonna expect me to hide is in my yard. So why not chill in my yard?
I don't
Sky
know. I'd
TV,
always go
Deliveroo,
there.
you're
That's
nice.
the first place I'd look.
To look for someone.
Yeah.
the house.
Go and see your yard, bruv.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I like DHL. I'm at your yard, bruv. Taking a fucking picture as well at the front.
Every.
yeah. But but I don't know, man. Like, because Muslims aren't meant to be buried at sea as well. So it's like I felt like it was an even bigger disrespect where they were like, "Fuck it."
Really?
Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you care how you're buried? Like, do you want an Islamic burial? Because I
Not
know, like,
really.
you're like an apostate.
Are you? I was gonna say, are you practicing Muslim?
I'm
Then?
not practicing Muslim.
He actively left the religion and was 2 middle fingers up and all. that
Really?
sort of stuff.
Yeah, because I noticed you do document your beverage
Bacon and booze
drinking.
in each finger.
Bacon and booze in each finger. Man.
He's about to get a tattoo as well. You know?
What of bacon and booze on each finger?
Yeah.
Bacon.
Put my fingers together, just bacon and booze written across the top. I do want to get a tattoo though, yeah.
Are you? What are you going to get one of?
Oh, that's too serious. I'm probably get a lily flower with Ma written in Bengali.
Lily flower.
Yeah, my mom's favourite flower.
And you've
Oh, wow.
you've gonna get on your chest because
Yeah,
you're touching your left breast,
shoulder
breast,
shoulder up to the chest.
peck.
Yeah.
All right.
Peck.
Okay.
Is that your first tattoo?
Is
I
that
want to, yeah.
is that why you're on a weight loss mission? Because you
Little
want to
bit,
have
yeah.
like the big
I want
fucking
big,
pecs.
big lily flower on my peck.
Yeah, you can make it dance as well. That's
yeah,
the one.
Yeah, oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't practice Islam.
Okay.
I openly talk
You
about
perfected
practicing
it.
Islam.
So you completed it.
Yeah, because you know how you mentioned there are some Muslims who'll drink but they won't eat bacon.
Yeah.
That to me is horseshit.
I know some.
It depends who's coming around.
Yeah.
You know, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah, because I've got some mates that like they say they're Muslim, but they'll bun a massive spliff and have a drink.
No, it's the
The
age-old
spliff thing.
cliche, innit? It's the age-old cliche. The guy will be like, no bacon,
Yeah.
no booze, no
Yeah.
women. But the moment you offer them pork, they're like, brother, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just like,
The thing
And
is,
by the
I
way,
don't-
I'm not just digging on Muslims right now because every religion has some of the most
course.
fucking hypocritical cunts in it. Like
Of
we all
course.
know Catholicism is super like no sex before marriage,
Yeah,
but we
but
know
when
some
they're- when
shit
they're
has
a
gone
kid,
down.
you're
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But when you're a kid, yeah, you
You're
get me.
in.
You know what? We've seen shit in it.
whoa.
You've not heard stories. You've not heard stories or watched documentaries, bruv. Some mad stuff's gone on with them dudes, bruv. Some of those higher ups
By
in the
the
church
way-
were doing
by the
wrong
way-
stuff, bruv.
by
Yeah,
the- we're talking about higher ups doing
Yeah.
the wrong stuff. You saw the Balenciaga shit.
Oh my God.
I've missed this. Go on, I've missed this.
Also, the world deserves that shit to have happened because Balenciaga from day one
What
have
happened?
been the maddest brand.
I ain't got a clue. What happened?
They've been
He can
finessing.
explain it to you, yeah.
They've been finessing people for fucking years.
We've had like a lot of Balenciaga slander on this podcast continuously
brown
for
brand,
weeks.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to explain what they did?
No, you go for it.
Okay. I know you. Basically, they had this like photo shoot where like kids were portrayed with like bondage on and stuff like that.
BDSM.
What
BDSM
the
stuff.
fuck?
And then on one of the shoots, like the piece of paper
Yeah,
that was in,
documentation, yeah.
was documentation about child porn and stuff like that, like in the picture. And then another picture that they had of like a female model. One of the books was a guy, and if you looked at his books, it's all like kiddie sort of weird shit. And like their arms being chopped off and kids with like their legs chopped off and stuff like that, like that kind of art that he done as well. And it's just been like the furore around it, like people going like, how the fuck aren't celebrities talking about this, talking about that, etc., etc. Like, and Kanye came out, fucking hell, Kanye West came out and said that celebrities are controlled by people that don't want them to talk about this shit, that don't want them to come out about this shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's people that on Balenciaga deals that are going to shut their mouth when this happens. Yeah.
Well, Kim Kardashian came out today and was like, "Oh, I've kept silent for a few days because I'm trying to like talk to Balenciaga."
I'm trying to process how I'm going to live.
Trying to process how you can live without. Yeah, that's it. So, yes.
Trying to process how I live without my retainer.
But there was this. They found like the one of their head designers' Instagrams. And like in that, some of the stuff that she had was weird, and like she'd hashtag like stuff like cannibal and like
fucking hell. And this is a world. Oh man. Oh, anyway, yeah.
I don't know. Listen, inshallah, I'll make a lot of money. Yeah, I never want to get to the point where I have so much money that to keep myself entertained, I have to get into cannibalism and fucking weird shit like kiddie porn. Like,
Kay and I have spoken about this before. What kind of weird shit would you think you get into? What's something that's a bit weird and cheeky that you think like, fuck it, I got money, I'll do it now?
I'd probably make like I'm really into classic cars.
Yeah.
But I'd make classic cars that also double up as like sex vehicles. Like, you know, Bang Bus.
Yeah.
Like that, but in a Rolls Royce.
Hey, so classy. so you like a classy version, isn't it? Because Bang Bus is a bit like it's a bit ragged and a bit mashed up
Fake
inside.
Taxi.
I don't know what these things.
But it's a Bentley.
Shut up. See the Bang Bentley.
Yeah. But exactly, Bang Bentley.
So what? You want to fund porn essentially?
The Rolls roast is what you'd have. The Rolls roasting. Okay, I see it.
That's what I want.
Right.
Do you actually want to do this with his pants? Fucking
100%.
So wait, if he gets, so if he's going to have a house with hectares of land, he's going to have one of those cars that like has the little brush that does the.
You probably might as well stick it on the Bentley as well. Stick it on the Bentley.
And then you want to have like sex in random vehicles.
Man, the classic car, the most beautiful cars in the world, and there's enough space at the back for you to have amazing sex.
Well, Jay Leno recently, he had a mad car like collection in it, and then there was a fire in it recently.
Mad.
Well, the only fire that's going to be in my car is me fucking.
This is fucking
lovely to be on the pod.
Do you know?
Follow me.
You need a driver. Yeah, you need a driver for that car. You know, I was going to say as well. You got to have a driver, so it's got to be someone that you like trust in it. Going to pull you over in the right spots.
Yeah. I'll find someone. There's enough people landing on our shores who need.
Anyway, you're going on tour. What are you going on touring? What kind of car are you going on touring?
Bentley.
Well, no, not quite. It's probably still going to be a.
When's the tour start?
February, end of February 2020.
Do you want to let people? We're sold out. Where isn't?
I mean, only Stockton's sold out. Liverpool's almost sold out, and Leicester Square is 75% sold out.
Nice.
And when's the Leicester Square date?
28th of April.
28th of April.
And where can I get a ticket?
There are people who have got their Leicester Square date this month, next month, the month after. They still ain't sold it out, bruv.
I'm getting there.
Bare tickets on the door.
Yes.
Mere man are going, come to my show tonight. There's still tickets on the door. Failure.
Yeah. Unlike you, bruv, you're gonna sell out.
I name no names. But
what's it called? The show, The Pretender.
I'm not naming any names. I'm just saying. Eshaan sells tickets.
Yes, he does.
Tickets. Yeah. And I get gyal. What else?
Get money.
Get money. Get money. No, but what's the tour? What's the name of the tour?
The name of the tour is The Pretender. Go to eshaanakbar.com/tour. Huh?
Why'd you call it The Pretender?
Because I feel like all of us, every single one of us, we're socially, wherever you are, we're pretending because that's the only way to kind of fit in.
In what way? Like explain how you are. Maybe
the opinions that we talk about, the things that we think really, the opinions we keep to ourselves in our homes versus how we behave in public. You know, on Friday.
So you're saying like a lot of the comedians on the circuit,
yeah,
for example.
Man.
Yeah.
But then, like on Friday, for example, you know, on Friday I opened for Mickey Flanagan at the Edinburgh Playhouse, 3,500 people.
So do you want to just pick that name that you dropped off the floor, bruv? Fucking hell, that's heavyweight, bruv. Heavyweight, yeah?
But someone got chucked out from the audience for being racist.
Yeah. I said this to Eshaan. This is such a stupid joke. I was like, so he went out.
But, you know, it's the kind of thing where that's an incident that happens, and I could have, because there are some people out there on one side who would have been like, oh my God, I had this happen. There's such an issue with racism in this country. What should we do about it? And then they get
no. You would have been like, hi guys. And it starts off on the notes app.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Opens up the notes.
I'm at pains to write this.
Yeah. I've been wrestling with this for a few hours now. This evening, was what was meant to be one of the best moments of my life
was snatched
away from me and turned into one of the most horrific experiences I've had whilst doing this privileged profession.
Yeah. And then I would have gone on Good Morning Britain.
Yeah, bruv.
It would have been.
Everybody wants to be a victim in it.
Yeah.
So many victims out there, bruv. And then what did you do?
I just wrote a few jokes about it, being basically the main joke being that, listen, because I'm deaf, actually being racist to me is quite hard. So I'm going to ask you to repeat it louder every time. And if you do, then I'll be like, do you know what? Fair enough.
I don't know if it works the same way for racism, yeah. But you know, if someone says something to you and you don't hear it and you go sorry, and they say it again, and you'll say sorry again in it. Yeah. But if the third time and then they say it, you just go, good one.
It's like, fair enough.
I called him a fucking P word and he said, yeah.
Do you really think I am one of those? Fair enough.
He was like, yeah. Laughter.
It's mad. I was an hour. Short story. I was an hour north of London on Friday.
This guy never gives locations.
And I heard.
I was at these coordinates.
I was in Luton, innit? I was in Luton. I was in Luton, and I heard some breasts like shout the P word out, like.
To you?
No. Whatever your four-eyed P word, and I just turned around and said,
"Wait, were you there?"
Were you in Luton on Friday? Were you in Luton on Friday?
Yeah. We'll just see my mum and dad. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell, man! Oh man, I should have looked harder and spotted you. But no, I like just turned around and just looked at him and said, "What?" Oh, sorry, mate. I'm like, but people just say that shit out loud like that on road. In Luton.
I've been called a P word.
To be fair, though, if you're in Luton, if there's if there's any group of people that deserve to be called that word, sorry if you're listening from Luton, but it is you. You are the worst.
I can't agree with that.
If you're Asian from Luton,
yeah, sorry, it's game over.
I'm not agreeing with that, bro. I think that's unreasonable for the record.
Wait,
what's
the camera goes in.
I'm saying it with my chest. You deserve it.
Say it again. Sorry, what was that?
What?
Sorry?
These are the cancelled files, right, for Aisha.
Yeah, man. What was the cause of your deafness? You mentioned being deaf a few times. You got hearing aid in. What was it? Something that you were born with, or something happened?
No, I turned deaf
happened when he left Islam.
Yeah, it was a punishment from Allah. You don't want to hear my call to prayer? You will hear nothing.
You joke about it.
Yeah. But these things happen. I used to be a county level swimmer.
Yeah.
When I was younger. And then
Wait.
I swam for the county.
Did you?
Yeah.
Bro, what haven't you done?
Yeah, I know. I swam for the county.
He used to be a Bollywood dancing choreographer.
Oh, the book is going to be nuts.
Yeah,
The book
I know, and it's going to be, yeah. He said he used to be a choreographer for Bollywood dancing.
Yeah.
You're a county level swimmer.
Yep.
So what were you doing during the swimming? Explain that and then we'll go on.
So at under 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, I swam at county level for Essex County.
Essex is a county.
What was your stroke?
Breast.
Big man.
Come on.
Spud me.
You're fucking childish, bro.
I mean, what you want to do?
You know what? He went breasts. With bass. Breasts.
Stroke.
And so I had 2 small perforations in both my ears, which I wasn't aware of. Build up of chlorine water resulting in a disease, which eats away at soft bone in both my ears, and I lost 60% of my hearing.
Fucking hell. Was it something that happened over time, or was it quite a quick occurrence?
Over time. I was one that basically, for a year and a half, every time I went to sleep, my ears would bleed. And I'd be like, I'll be all right. Shake
That's
off.
a proper man thing, isn't it? There's blood coming out of my ears. Fuck it.
And then I went to the hospital and they were like, oh, we need to operate, otherwise this could infect your brain. I was like, right, okay. And they took all the bone out and then I'm deaf in both ears.
So you've got 40% of hearing. Like, so if you to whip out the hearing aids, could you crack on and have a bit of a conversation, or is it just awkward and long?
Tiny bit. Yeah. Only for a little while.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, I'd have.
How good is that? Cool would that be to just fucking turn off everyone? I fucking would love to do that once in a while. Is there environments where you literally just turn them off though? Once in a while, fucking like on the train or something like that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's great, man. That's a privilege to have.
Usually it's when I haven't paid for a ticket. I'm like, it's all right.
Yeah, I'm not laughing at the voice. I'm not laughing at the voice. I'm just laughing at the fact that I was laughing first. I was laughing first. No, don't do that to me. No, I was laughing at the train thing, bro. You can't do.
I'm sorry. I can't believe you're laughing at the voice, man.
Nah, man. I was laughing at you ducking the train ticket because we used to just pretend to be asleep.
I don't know.
You never did that on the bus. You never tried to pretend to be asleep on a bus.
Kay's very happy that I'm doing the pod.
Boy.
Yeah, Monday you'll get on Wednesday he gets like a voice note from me. Yeah, Eshaan, man, thanks for coming on the pod, bro. We kind of lost the files, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, bro.
Man didn't press record, you know. I'm joking. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. No, it recorded. It's recorded. It's recorded. It's recorded. It has 100% recorded.
Look at it.
I know that button's green. Don't worry. It's recorded, bro. It's recorded.
Oh my god.
It's recorded.
Last time with Darren as well, like that, we were recording.
Oh, yeah.
We were recording for how long? And then he's like, yeah, sorry, I haven't pressed record. So
what we should do is we should save the level of conversation this is about to go into for a Patreon episode. Will you stick around for 20 more minutes, Eshaan, where we can we can actually, I know you've been holding back for the last hour or so, but you know, maybe we can take it up a notch and you can really let loose.
Happy.
Is that okay?
More than happy.
All right, thank you. Where can we find you though, and where can we find tickets for your tour?
Go to eshaanakbar.com/tour for all tour tickets and Eshaan Akbar and everything else.
Honestly, go and see him. If he's like close to you, go out and see him. One of the best comics we have in this country.
Oh, thank you, bro.
No, I mean that, man. Do you know what it is? There's a lot of comedians that can't play different rooms.
Yeah.
And Eshaan can play any room that you go to.
Wicked.
Like he could be there with like a whole, like, you know, his crowd, a whole bunch of Tories and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he can be like with his crowd, you know, a whole bunch of Asians and stuff. And then he could be with like a whole bunch of middle class people who are his people again as well, you know. So and
you can even crack jokes about like Latin, am I right?
I'm particularly good at the silence of the deaf gigs. They're great. Yeah, when I'm there, they're great.
Right, if you want to catch more of this sort of shit on the Patreon, go to Patreon, Ain't Got a Clue Pod. I'm K Kurt, that's Mark Spronzi.
They don't have a clue what I'm saying, actually.
Fuck my life.